Hello, and welcome to another update video on SUI. The SUI chart has clearly broken below upper micro support for potentially one more high in our white scenario. Now, while that does not fully rule out the potential for another low, it definitely makes it less likely. We certainly don't have an ideal move to the upside. It's clearly not an impulse. I wasn't tracking it as an impulse anyway. I was and still am tracking it, though, as a potential diagonal pattern to the upside, which, however, has become far less likely, obviously, with the latest drop, which went clearly below $2.36, which was the golden ratio level of the last rally to the upside that started here on the 22nd of March. And, a clear break a clear break below the 61.8 retracement without any noticeable reaction. I mean, here there was just nothing. It just, it sliced through it like a knife through butter, you could say. There's absolutely no reaction, and therefore, I have little hope that this is still going to recover. From here, at least, we might be on our way to another low quite directly as per this yellow scenario. I mentioned in previous videos that the $1.86 level is very important support. That could be in case we need another low. This is the level I'm going to watch. Now, I did mention in previous updates that my assumption is that SUI bottomed. That's not the case anymore, not after a break below key parameters. It can still happen, but it would now need to prove it to me again. Now, having the expectation and having formal confirmation are clearly two different things. So what I mentioned in previous videos, and if you watch the last one, then you'll know that, while I did mention that assumption is we've bottomed, at least as long as we're holding support, we really only get formal confirmation that this low formed here on the 10th or 11th of March once the price has formed all 5 waves to the upside. Then the subsequent wave 2 pullback, which should then follow after 5 waves up. 5 waves can form either as a diagonal pattern or an impulse. That subsequent wave 2 pullback could then be a, let's say, reliable trade setup. I mean, as reliable as they can be in the altcoin sector. It seems like the market has failed to form that 5-wave move to the upside. It looks more like a 3-wave move up, and therefore the yellow scenario is clearly taking the lead. Now, I cannot rule out that it's going up. I cannot rule out that it's morphing into a larger diagonal pattern. All of that stuff can happen. But until we now see an upside impulse, expectations are for lower prices. And then the next area of interest to watch is this one between $2.02 and $1.86. This is where the price could get to. And the problem is, if this is the yellow count, wave 1 is quite long. So we have quite a long wave 1 and short, shallow wave 2. This could be a third wave down, and we get a 4 and a 5, and it could take us to 186. Any decisive break below 186 means that the cycle for SUI is likely over, the bullish cycle, and that it's started a much larger correction. At the moment, we are in an area where a larger recovery and a rally towards $5 to $6 could still happen. SUI is one of the, I would say, qualitatively better charts, together with maybe XRP and Solana. All of them, I still give a chance to rally to another all-time high in this cycle. But obviously, also for all of them, it would be the last rally. All right. So yeah, we're pretty much at the end of this bullish cycle. Some coins are probably already in the bear market. We've seen that already many weeks ago in our member live streams. I typically cover like 40 coins or so in the member live streams, and like many weeks ago, the first coin started to break support levels, critical support levels, which was our indication that they've already started a bear market, or at least a much larger correction. That definitely was an early signal. They are still not really recovering, and SUI is still in an area where a larger recovery could happen. For a rally in this cycle. I'm going to open the larger time frame. In this cycle to maybe $5 to $6, maybe even higher. But it needs to start from this region. I mean, that breakdown isn't great. I can tell you that. That is not great. Now, there are ways, this could still be a larger diagonal in circle 1. But again, we need 5 waves. It's just, questionable if from such a deep support level, only a 3-wave move up emerges. So we'll of course stay close to that. Updates will be dropped as the chart evolves. If you want to be part of it, just make sure you subscribe, you follow here, and hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye bye.